breakfast puppies?
This podcast contains adult language and content and is meant for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Woo! This is Troy. And we're going to have so much fun. You're listening to Glitterbois, right? Let's go.
After your battle with the Deathweave Spider, the four of you, along with, of course, Bronson and Dromedary Bocephus and the Arcanauts, whom you rescued from the spider's webs, camp in the wilderness, well short of the ruins of Old Detroit, but far from the safety of New Laszlo. Of course, you are not fools, and so you take turns standing watch and guarding against whatever perils of the night there are, of which there are no doubt many in the Michigan wilderness. At some point, it's not his watch, but he awakens anyway. Riley comes awake. It's one of those when you wake up like gasping for air.
Mm-hmm.
It's middle of the night, very dark, and in the distance, you can see a red-orange moon rising above the tops of the mountains. And you see silhouetted against this moon is a figure, and it must be massive to be visible from such a distance. It looks like some man standing on top of the mountain, staring down at you, and you just have this distinct impression that even despite the distance, despite the darkness, you can see his face. It's like this noble, like almost carved from marble visage staring directly at you. And before you can determine whether it is menacing or some combination of attentive and stern, you awaken in the middle of the night, looking around. In the distance, you see Henry walking this circuit patrol around the camp. It's dark. You look to where you saw the man, and of course, there's nothing. The moon is high above, bright white, and of course, there are no mountains in southern Michigan.
I am gonna climb on top of the Mountaineer.
Yep.
And just pull out the notepad I've had shoved in a pocket and start trying to sketch out the image that I remember from my head as much as possible. And just kind of sit up there and try to sort out the recollections of my dreams, details, that sort of thing.
Do you actually have any skills in any of the arts?
Oh, hell no.
There are a couple. Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, it'll be great if it was drafting, though.
Well, I don't think we'll roll. We'll just assume you do the best you can, and it means something to you. But the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You all awaken, get breakfast going. The Arcanauts are rousing.
It sure would be nice if this breakfast had bacon, Bronson.
I hate bears. We'll find him, probably. He might have run really fast. Did Riley tell you I eat the bacon?
If I end up murking some poor bear just for this dog's ego, that might be just a road too far.
Bear's delicious. I'm told.
It's greasy, but yes.
Troy definitely is helping with breakfast, if not the primary chef. And because he heard Riley wake up last night, because he didn't sleep and he hears like a beast, I would cook whatever I think Riley would, without saying anything, whether that means fresh coffee or pancakes or whatever Riley would like to go with his breakfast of cigarettes. I make sure that that's prepared. Because anytime you're waking up in the middle of the night, that's usually not great. I don't call it out to him, but I just offer a little comfort as a friend without words.
I can imagine that there's been a post-gaming late-night Denny's run a time or two, so you might have a good sense on that.
Oh, yeah, and this is the 90s. You could still smoke in restaurants everywhere.
And let me tell you, Riley did.
Sherry's didn't know what hit him.
Yeah, I think a lot of restaurants in the 90s, you had to smoke. They gave you cigarettes when you came in.
I do remember seeing cigarette machines in the front, like entryway of every single restaurant. The one that stands out to me the most, because it was the restaurant that we went to very frequently, usually on Sundays, was Shoney's.
Oh.
There was always a cigarette machine in front of Shoney's.
The good old days.
No.
The carcinogenic days. So you guys are making breakfast. The Arkanauts seem in much better spirits than the day before. Torben, the mystic that you first rescued, is helping.
Is the fire lady just on fire? Am I crazy?
She is on fire again. She did dismiss her flames when she slept.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was like her natural state or she toggles it off when she doesn't need to.
Fire on.
Yeah, and she's kind of standing off to one side, surveying the area. Let's see, which of you would she approach? So she looks at Troy midway through. He's doing something, and makes the gesture with her hand to come over to her, away from the others.
Yeah, sure. Step off to the side. Hope you guys are feeling better today.
She nods. So she is tall and bald, and she is dressed in clothes, but it's hard to discern anything except this living flame that surrounds her. Strangely enough, you don't feel a lot of heat as you get close to it. She says, "Yes, thank you again. I assume you are the leader of your band?"
Troy drops his head for a moment, says, no. Our leader's actually not here. We've lost him, trying to recover him. I'm kind of the inspirational lead at times. But, we kind of, yeah. And he actually struggles with that because he's like, yeah, we don't really have a leader. We had a Mike. He was our leader and and we're trying to find him. Also, let me just get the "you look hot" joke out of the way so I don't have to let it roll around in my craw. Look hot. Done. Carry on.
She has that look in her eye.
She's heard this before.
It's the person that's heard the joke 1,000 times. Yep. And she doesn't comment. She just gives you a sharp nod. There is a duty that we have that we must fulfill. All of us cannot go with you to old Detroit, but I will send Torben if you wish.
Remind me, which one was Torben the
dude who led us there? We found him in the forest.
Oh, any help would be appreciated. I'm sure the rest of the crew would be fine with that. You guys got places to be. Is Torby going to be able to catch up with you afterwards?
He will return to New Laszlo if that is your intent to return there.
Honestly, I don't know, but we'll send him back that way with
Brom.
Thanks, Mr. Cat. He's not eavesdropping.
Mr. Cat was eating the entire time with one ear just swiveled in your direction.
I'm on a branch far above, just looking down.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, I know we'll take whatever help you could give us. We're kind of new to this place, and we need to get in and out fast. If you think Torben's the best, we'll take it.
He knows much about the mystical dangers in old Detroit.
He was the only one who didn't get captured by the spider, so.
It's true. That she wouldn't be here in the first place if he hadn't.
Is everybody eavesdropping?
Whoa, I'm just messing around with my sound filtration system and amplified hearing.
Yuko, is everybody eavesdropping and Riley late? Going like, what?
We will go north with you until you must turn south towards the ruins. But from there, Erasmus, Quinn, and I will continue on our path. We will likely be back in New Laszlo within a week. If you return there, we would like for you to seek us out so that we could properly show you our thanks.
Absolutely. I don't know how long this will take us, but we'll send word if we're not going to be back in time. I don't know how the hell we're going to send word, but it sounds like a thing you could say.
Well, New Laszlo is our home.
Excellent. We have a friend there.
Whenever you return there. Yes. Oh, who is your friend?
A woman by the name of Experience. And we're also kind of friends with this red wizard guy. Jolly Red. Jovial Red.
Jovial.
That's right.
Red?
God,
Joe
yeah.
Red.
So, I mean, if we have to send back word about us or about your teammate, check it. You could check in with them if you haven't heard from us.
You are new to this land, and the people that you meet and become acquainted with in New Laszlo are experienced Dinsmore and Jovial Red.
And that's good, right? That sounds like a good thing. It's not a good
It is
thing.
impressive.
Well, I think we can count you and your lot as further proof of the fortune of our companions. You're clearly exceptional individuals. Mr. Cat would have told us if you were unworthy.
I hope that you find your leader, Mike.
Shh, quiet. You don't want Bronson to hear you say his name.
Oh, he must be truly great to lead such noble warriors.
I'm just gonna let that sit there. I'm not gonna respond.
You just do that
so
quiet,
she-
like vague nod thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
She
he'd
dismisses her flames and gives Troy a hug.
Yeah, Troy hugs back.
Oh, and
he-
here I
said
thought
you
she
should-
had the hots for you, and she's going all cold on you.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say that she was kind of slimy?
Oily. I think
Oily.
it's the that's what
Okay.
Yeah, there's a sheen to her skin.
Gotcha.
slimy and oily are very different vibes.
Yeah. She smells vaguely of kerosene. No, that's not right, but it's close.
Mineral spirits, by chance?
Maybe, but that is all she has to say.
Again, thank her. The company, the help is all we would ask for. I think I speak for the rest of the group in that. We've probably got some food to spare if you guys need it. Just don't take the gems from Riley. He's really focused on it.
We would have had food
No bacon.
if the bacon hadn't been eaten.
Yeah. That damn bear.
But yeah, after the conversation, Troy probably kind of passes that along in a very haphazard, like, oh, by the way, it sounds like they're going to be splitting off at some point, but Torben is going to come along with us.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys have breakfast, break camp. Is there anything you guys are going to do before you get back on the trail?
At some point during that breakfast, or maybe this even started the night before, but refresh me. We have Torben and what's her name?
Vera.
Who are the others?
Erasmus and Quinn.
Erasmus?
And what?
Correct.
Okay, what are they? Quick rundown.
That I couldn't tell you. I've just been writing down names.
Oh, good.
Erasmus is the technical wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And Quinn is basically a swordsman. He calls himself an eldritch headhunter, but it's basically just to do with magic swords.
He's the one that I will have targeted. The way a cat targets somebody new, and I have essentially inserted myself into his physical presence. But
Okay.
I'm also an 8-foot tall cat. However, I'm an 8-foot tall cat who 3 days ago wasn't an 8-foot tall cat, or 2 weeks, whatever. So it's like standing there, and I bend down and just headbutt him, and then headbutt him again, and start to purr.
I will pay you. I will pay you real money if it turns out he's allergic to cats.
And I'm going to keep at it until he starts petting me.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your physical beauty?
Mr. Katz?
Yeah, Mr. Katz. No, yours is a human. Yes, Mr. Katz.
Oh, no, I didn't know if you were asking me or
I'm so-
Riley. It's just a 12.
Yeah, I would give you
Okay.
I'd give you a 13, Nathaniel. You don't have to lowball yourself.
So it doesn't take very long. Immediately, he just starts scratching. Come here. I got a cat. You big old fluffy. Get over
Uh-oh.
here.
We're best
Starts
friends.
scratching under your chin.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
into it.
You fought that big spider. Mm-hmm.
Riley is kind of looking vaguely stunned at this because Riley has considered doing this a time or two, even though he doesn't particularly like cats. But he was pretty sure that Mr. Cat would kill anyone who dared attempt that. And the fact that this is happening.
So the neck, the head, the ears, the chin, all of those are fine. If you touch the belly, it's a 50-50 chance.
Yes, but what about the spot where your tail connects to your butt?
Ooh.
Because with cats, it's like
50-50 chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, he has cats, so he just doesn't try anybody's sex
Doesn't
spots.
risk.
Or, an 8-foot-tall superhero.
Yeah, you could
know.
take a hand off with.
Yeah.
He's a bigger man, really dark beard. He's got this shimmering suit of plate mail that you could just smell the magic coming off of it, and 2 long swords on his back. There's a lot of magic on this guy, but none of it is attached to his body. It's just all equipment. Like he himself is just a normal person. He's just loaded with magic gear. But yeah, he's happy to scritch.
Yeah. At some point, following said scritches and maybe analysis of those weapons, I'll show him the knife that I have. And in kind of a, well, look what I've got. But also a curiosity, like, I've got this. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, a rude weapon. Wow. I've seen few of those.
So they're rare. Special,
Very
you would
valuable.
say.
Yes.
Good.
Though Torben is more of an expert than I.
Oh, good to know.
I assume it's not one of the evil ones. You don't seem foul.
Definitely not.
Don't judge weapons like that. Sometimes an evil blade can be your friend.
That's the amount of time Mr. Cat takes cleaning himself.
There's just this like subaudible from the executioner's sword on Troy's back.
I will nudge Erasmussen. Muselex. What's his name? Erasmus. That's the techno wizard. Yeah, I'll kind of be like, listen, man. I'm gonna keep it quiet because I don't want to offend Riley. Really, say, listen, our guy Riley, he's really into tech, but he's new to this place. Maybe you could ride in the cab and give him some pointers. It seems like you actually know what you're doing with this tech stuff. Just as a favor. I know you guys are parting ways, but if you could just give him some pointers, help dial him in a little bit. I think he was trying to fan a laser pistol at some point.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, is he a techno wizard as well?
That's a ha. I fist bump him and walk away.
I observe this and nod approvingly.
So you see Erasmus, he has this bewildered look on his face, not sure what to do now, but just kind of shrugs and goes back to his eggs. All right. So you guys pack up. Everybody piles in the mountaineer. There's more than enough room. Veyra just flies above it, wreathed in flame. And you guys head north. Dromedary Bocephus guiding you. About 2 hours later, Dromedary starts guiding you, through this old forest road. You start heading vaguely south, and that is when Erasmus and Quinn dismount, and they and Veyra say their goodbyes and head due north on some unknown errand.
Before they leave, I like gesture for Veyra to come to the driver's side window.
Yeah, she flies down, wreathed in flame.
I hand her my steel lighter and go like, just in case you ever run into that problem again.
She takes it, smells it, nods at you, gives you a big smile, white teeth amidst the fire. Thank you, Riley.
See you around.
You and your friends are very strange.
Yep.
And she flies off. Quinn and Erasmus hurry off on foot after her.
What a bum deal for a trio. One can fly, and the other two are like, all right, well,
guess we're
see you in a couple hours.
So Dromedary looks around. Hey, yeah, everybody ready to go to the Broken Grid? That's what you pay me for.
Yep.
We're paying him? That's what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Paid.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Up front.
And I don't have the money on me just in case you're thinking of getting smarmy. Dromedary is smart.
Yep.
I even left my good pants at home.
That's probably a good call.
Yeah. So you guys head south. The four of you, Bronson, of course, Gorshikov inside Henry's head, Drum, and Erasmus.
Are we still in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you come out of the woods in kind of this grassland. There's a huge hill in front of you, and this is where Dromedary says, "Hey, we should stop here." He has everybody get out, and you walk up this hill. And as you get close to the top, he gets down and starts crawling up to the top and motions everybody to get down. You crawl up to the top of this hill. You look over, and you have this wide landscape view of the ruins of old Detroit, Windsor. Now, obviously, you guys have seen pictures of Detroit, on the news and movies and things like that. Maybe you've even been to Detroit. It's not that far from Cincinnati. But the cityscape, or rather the devastated ruin that you look down, is like nothing from your memories in the late 20th century. To the west, butting up against the huge forest that you followed north, is this scorched expanse, seemingly roiled by wind and the occasional lightning strike from a clear sky. Dromedary points that's the Howling Fields. Goes for miles. And there's worse things than lightning there, let me tell you. You could see just flickers of shapes, maybe silhouettes in the distance in this Howling Field. Near to that is this solid, almost mountain-sized mass of metal and flowing lava. And you can see remnants of structures amidst it. He says, "That's the Cauldron Zone. I never go there. It's full of mutants and demons. It's bad. It's bad." Then there's more ruins, buildings overgrown with vegetation. You see this massive cathedral covered in like thick thorns. That's the Thorn Crown. That's a place we could go. You can see across the river into Old Windsor, overgrown and buried. But kind of in the center of the city is this high-tech spire. A few of them, glass and steel buildings, look like they're almost in pristine condition, surrounded by swarms of what you assume are birds. But Germany says, no, those are drones. Nobody can get close to any of that. They attack everything and everybody. We're not going to go there neither. There's a single bridge spanning the river, but running down the center of the bridge, you can see is an active ley line that ripples with energy at regular intervals. And it's powerful enough that it is visible in daylight. Yeah.
That's a totally sane laugh. That's a totally sane laugh.
We're not going to go near that neither. And in the river itself is an island. If any of you are very familiar with the geography of Detroit, it would be Belle Isle. And it's covered in a forest that looks like it's made of glass.
Oh my God.
What's the rough, I'm trying to place this stuff. Like, how far out are we looking at this from, like 15 miles away?
Miles.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are miles away.
Okay.
Probably like 10 miles.
Okay.
So we want to go to where he found
the shirt.
Mike's stuff.
Yeah.
That's our destination at the moment.
So under all of this is the broken grid. So here's your options, adventurers. You see that cathedral, and this is the one he pointed out earlier with like the thorn, the tangled greenery around it. That's the Thorn Crown. There's an entry there. It's pretty safe during the day, but at night, a lot of things that we don't want. You know what undead are?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, ghouls.
My tail just starts
stuff.
flipping.
Comes out at night. Says, I know of there's another place across the river. It's this, they call it the Windsor Biolabs Complex. Yeah, it's dangerous, but no undead. I've never been across the river, but I know how to get there theoretically.
Listen, I think I speak for all of us. You are kind of a coward.
Yes,
right now, we
coward.
want to be stealthy. So how did you get in last time? That's the way we want to go. We don't want to pick a fight if we don't. Actually, Mr. Cat might want to pick a fight.
Yeah. We go through the Thorn Crown. It's pretty safe during the day, but we can only go in and out during the day. So once we get in, if we ain't coming out at night.
And are we going to have to walk from here to there, or can we drive up?
I think you should. It's up to you. But if it was me, Detroit, I don't know if you know this, is not a safe place for hubcaps.
That lines up.
Yeah, neither is Cleveland.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard
Right.
Mike once say there was something there called pizza. He said it was
Is
good.
that like a mutant? Or...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Depends how much you pay for it.
I just kind of glance over at him and go, I got a question.
Yeah.
How do you know they're mutants?
Because the people that I bring all the time say those are mutants.
Fair enough. Thanks.
As opposed to just DBs or just ugly people.
They could.
Well, I mean, like,
Well,
He's got butterface. No, he's just ugly. All right.
look, between you and me and the cat, all humans look the same to me. But people say that's racist. So I don't say that.
He is very correct with that.
it's kind of more speciesist, but, you know.
Don't use big words. They don't make you smart.
How you smell very different.
All right. Well, daylight's wasting. We want to camp out here another night and hit it first thing in the morning and roll now.
About what time of day is it?
It's a little afternoon.
Will it be any safer or less camping in the grid if we have to versus the cramp?
Oh, get in and camp in the grid's got to be like a subway. That's what I'm getting.
He tells you that he's been told that the broken grid is the infrastructure under the city, subway, emergency shelters, maintenance tunnels, that sort of thing. But also, you guys can tell that Detroit definitely changed a lot between what you remember and now, because there were definitely no buildings as high tech as what is in the center of Detroit currently. In the late 90s, that is.
How far of a walk are we thinking it is from here to the place that Drom recommended that we go in?
I think you were saying 10 miles.
10 miles?
Thorn Crown. Yeah.
We got to do that on
9-10
foot? Yeah, we camp.
Yeah, we
could
can.
in the
we
morning.
could do that in like 35 minutes.
Especially if you and I carry everybody.
Yes.
Or, I'm sorry, 8 foot Mr. Cat does
He
not need
moves
to be
fast.
carried.
We move fast. We just got to carry old.
I don't believe Drom does. I don't believe the
Oh, I forgot. We also have our
Mystic that is
Mystic.
with us does.
Mm.
So
And
camp here and just pre-dawn.
I know that Smoker's Lung over here certainly doesn't.
I was going to give him a piggyback ride. I wouldn't do that.
So Torben says the short DB is correct. The Thorn Crown is a center for undead creatures. Traversing it at night would be highly inadvisable.
Do those undead go into the grid? If we get there and we get into the grid before nightfall, are the undead a problem?
No, I don't believe they go in for some reason. They seem to stay above ground. I've never seen any in the grid.
What time did he say it was?
A little bit afternoon. I would prefer that we go without the specter of time hanging over our shoulder. We could have an easier stroll, not have to push ourselves,
Yeah.
and not be like constantly looking up at the sun, worrying if it's going to be a problem. If we go in the morning, anyway,
Fair.
that's my gut.
I'm sure
That's my proposal.
I'm sure Torben could use an extra bit of time to rest up after his adventures.
Oh yeah, getting all that PPE back.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Torben looks at Dromedary and looks at you guys. And also, what is your plan for Rustgut?
Russ, what now?
And Dromedary says, I wouldn't get to worry about it. We're going to be in and out. And Torben he gives him a look like, really? Rustgut Jala is the queen of the broken grid, and most pay tribute to her before they gallivant around the area. But
What's her
this
preferred?
is your expedition.
What's her preferred form of commerce?
Cigarettes.
Well, that pitch out of luck.
So he says, know that she wants anything in particular. I've only been to her court on one occasion, and we traded her a number of portable water filtration jugs, and this seemed to greatly please her. Radiation can be a problem in the grid.
Could I get her name in the chat?
Yeah, let me put it.
Appreciate it.
I'm running with Rust Gut.
I even wasn't entirely certain.
Rust Gut.
Yeah, it's Rustgut Jala.
Got it. Thank you.
So I think she and her servants, food tech to clean water or maybe handle radiation. I'm not sure. I think these are the things that the few people that live in the ruins would most value.
Listen, I've been thinking about how to make good on this bacon thing. Bacon's gone because of the bear. But we got potatoes and there's bacon grease in there. Maybe we get some, let that cook overnight. Then we got something that's tasty, unusual. These kind of, she seems like she's probably eccentric. I want to show up with something that not everybody's going to have.
I mean, we still have a couple cases of produce in the back. We can just bring that in. It's probably the first fresh food they've seen in a while.
Yeah, I can't imagine if they have a radiation issue. Fresh produce is super common.
But it stays fresh longer.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Suddenly,
yes, it's best not to think about what they eat in the broken grid too much.
It's not pizza.
I'm biting my tongue.
This is not super important, Mr. GM, but as we're traveling, I can see a long ways, and I am going to be watching for signs and stuff. I want to see if this is like a Detroit that at one point diverged from our path in the chronology. That sounds way smarter than Troy is. But basically, I'm looking for like, oh, yeah, that's an actual place in the Detroit that I've been to. You know, that's a subway station. That's Jefferson Square. Like, is this a divergent from our timeline, or is it a totally different place that just, yeah, this is a good place. People ended up here because of geography and, essentially just trying to read signs and look at buildings and see how far different this is from the world that we came from.
Yeah, so I would say if Troy has been to Detroit, the outline of Belle Isle looks like what you remember.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure that when Dromedary and Erasmus are talking about the Thorn Crown, some of that reminds you of Detroit's Cathedral Row. And so it looks vaguely familiar. Obviously, a lot has changed, but
yeah. Okay. So there's some connection, but a lot has changed.
Yeah. And you definitely recognize the bridge spanning the river.
I don't know this, but my character would, and maybe some of our listeners would. When did the rifts open? In the rifts timeline, there was a time when the rifts started opening on Earth, right? Is that not true?
Yes.
Does anybody know when that was?
So here's the problem. I also play a lot of Fallout. So I can never get the dates right.
It's not super important. Just trying to start to put together like, yeah, we're actually in the Rifts universe that we had real knowledge about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we haven't really leaned on that. Our characters knew the game world. We could take advantage of that. But if I'm seeing that, they have a lot more information on that in the complete role-playing game known as Chaos Earth.
Indeed, they do.
So I think it was either the 2070s or the 2170s.
Okay.
Or maybe the 2270s.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You definitely know it was not the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. So this could literally just be a much forward version of our own world.
Could be.
Yep. Okay. So you guys are going to camp overnight.
Yeah. And if they're going to be doing the whole bacon thing with preparing the food and whatnot, I'm going to keep watch over it. Just in case.
For safety.
100%. I don't trust that bastard anymore.
The rifts opened up roughly 2116.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Then I was 100% thinking of Fallout. Yeah.
Okay.
Give or take decade or two.
Fair.
Are you guys going to do anything particular the night before or during the night until you head into Old Detroit?
I feel like Henry's willing to take watch for the night, let everybody get a full night's rest.
I didn't sleep last night, so that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's been a real busy time.
I can't think of anything else. I forgot to charge up my knife so it doesn't have any power.
There's a ley line right over there.
It's got a very specific need that requires, I think, dusk till dawn to dusk exposure to sunlight.
Oh.
Do we need
That
to
is
put
correct.
a mount on the top of the Mountaineer for it?
Well, I was thinking something like that, or if we could just strap it to Henry's head.
Just stab it into the chair when we're driving. I mean,
You hang it from the rear view mirror. Not that the rear view mirror shows anything.
That would be post-apocalyptic as fuck.
yes, it would.
That's very true. Yeah. So you guys make camp on the opposite side of the hill from Old Detroit, Windsor. And Henry is keeping watch, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys make an evening meal. You're not trying specifically to be quiet, but there's not a lot of heavy conversation around the campfire this close to obviously such a massive, ruinous, rift-affected place. You guys bed down for the evening. And Alex, what is Henry's procedure for keeping watch? What is he?
So, walking the perimeter, however, he is occasionally just checking in with Gorshkov, and I would love to think that he at this point is able to multitask pretty greatly, but that's up to interpretation. He is talking softly in response to Gorshkov at the very least, simply because he doesn't want to keep anybody away.
You can walk and talk?
It's amazing.
But just to make sure, you are still talking aloud.
I am
Okay.
still like, oh, Gorshkov, man, like, what do we think about figuring out how to be consistent with the arm blades and muttering and kind of getting to know him, cracking some jokes.
There's simple solution. You get better.
Oh,
Get good, scrub.
awesome. Okay, Dad.
Well, if we had, say, 6 months to run through combat drills, this would be simplified.
Well, we'll see if we got 6 months or 6 years ahead of us, pal.
We could also find transport, return to Russia, re-enlist in military. This would be optimum.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to find Mike there, buddy, so one step at a time. To be clear, I keep bugging him. Yeah.
So are you doing this while you're patrolling, or are you just kind of a sentinel somewhere?
I am patrolling, yeah. I guess the idea being that if I'm talking to Gorshkov, maybe I'm a little distracted. Not trying to be, but I am patrolling.
You would love Russia. There are many potatoes, lots of trees, monsters to fight. Dimensional shield radiation detection increasing 7%, 14%. Velia, we should investigate. This could be dangerous. 32%. Dimensional shield radiation building towards quantum event.
Jeez, buddy.
We should move to an observation position. 45%, 47%.
Okay.
Now,
Let's go. I start following his lead.
Yeah, so he directs you up the hill,
Okay.
and you can see this flare of blue light, from the other side of the hill. And you get to the top, and in the distance, the ley line bridge is just this cascade of energies.
Yeah.
Fluctuating between varying shades of blue. 98%. And you see this, there's this, and it goes out for a moment, and then there's this ripple of blue at the center of the bridge. And this is miles away. You're zooming in, and you see this coruscating circle as this rift opens in the middle of the bridge.
Ooh. Gorshkov, begin recording.
I have been recording. Literally, I do not stop recording. It is always recording. I even record. You do not go poop, but it would. If there were poop time, I would record.
Thanks, buddy.
So you see this head of something emerge through the rift, and you think it's small. Then you realize, no, I'm really far away. That must be massive. It looks vaguely like the head of a dog, but there's tentacles hanging off one side, and it lashes around. And this rift doesn't seem like it's going to be getting any larger. And then the thing pushes through, and the rift ripples and expands, and this creature that has to be the size of at least a van maybe pushes itself out onto the bridge. This huge, dark, massive beast padding forward on these huge taloned feet, comes through the rift, looks around, its mouth moving soundlessly. The rift snaps closed, and it charges into the ruins of Old Detroit.
First question as a player, as a Rifts player, Henry being one, would I recognize this creature?
No. Well, let me ask. This is this.
We have established that Mike liked big monsters.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
So here's the question: did Mike and Alex? This will be yours to answer. Did Mike always get the newest Rifts books the moment they came out?
He's about 3-4 months behind.
Okay,
Had to save up.
that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So, in your last session, when you guys defeated John Villain, he had 2 of these as his servants that you fought, and you're pretty sure Mike called them dark behemoths.
Oh,
Holy moly. Okay.
You don't remember a ton because you were super high.
Of course, as is tradition. Is Gorshkov, is that what I think it is? Is that a dark behemoth?
You know this creature. I'm impressed, Velia.
Oh, yeah. We barely survived our last encounter with 2 of them. Now,
Yes, we do not call them this in Russia.
what do you call them in Russia?
Tank dog. Because you shoot them with tank.
Such eloquence, this Russian language.
It is most beautiful language in the world.
All right. So at this point, is the rift still open?
No, the rift is closed, and the bridge kind of goes back to its kaleidoscope of fluctuations.
Oh, okay.
And Gorshkov says, it is some distance from us. It would be unlikely to find our scent. I suspect we are out of its hunting range.
Right. Safe for the time being, but boy, howdy. Fellas are going to want to know about this in the morning.
Why?
Well, at the very least to freak out Drum, since he's a bit of a, precious asshole.
Yes, this is agreeable.
Yeah. Then after staring at the, the area, I'm not fixing to wake anybody up. That was the whole point of me taking night watch in the first place. So I'm going to resume the night watch and patrolling.
I got a small, quick question.
Yeah.
As a practitioner of magic who hasn't actually been exposed to a heck of a lot of magic, would a rift suddenly blowing open in the ley line next door wake him up?
If you were a ley line walker, I would say yes.
That was my thought.
same.
Or a shifter, maybe I'd give you that one.
It was just whether or not, he still gets this, he's still coming to terms with the whole weird tingly shit that he gets from magic and stuff. And whether or not that would set his skin crawling enough to wake up going like, what the fuck is going on? Was a question.
Your dreams might be interesting.
I would say you get, the moment the rift opens, your dreams get super weird.
You have no idea what he dreams about now.
You literally having that dream that Weird Al described in the song Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White.
Weirdly enough, that was what I was thinking.
Yeah, they just get super lucid and very strange. But the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You guys wake up, the morning sun. What do you guys make for breakfast before you set out into the ruins?
Well, we prep some tribute food.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Greasy potatoes.
Listen, bacon smoked potatoes.
That does sound better.
I cooked yesterday, so Troy's going to sleep in and let somebody else take care of breakfast.
Henry can step in on that. I'm waiting for people to wake up anyways to tell them, like, oh, check it out.
Riley wakes up and immediately starts smoking.
Yeah.
But for some reason, ever since the bear incident, Riley seems a little off put on the concept of cooking for around certain parties.
Are we going to find Mike today?
We're going to try, you little thief.
Okay. I miss Mike.
I miss bacon and
yeah,
bike.
me too.
This is why I didn't want to wait Bronson has said that 37 times since you decided we should camp yesterday. We know you miss Mike, man. Just
Yeah, I miss Mike.
All right, guys. Hot potatoes. Hot greased potatoes. Start hucking potatoes at people.
Yep. Totally do the claw peel. Yeah.
So you guys eat.
Yeah.
I assume you're not taking the Mountaineer.
No.
Yeah.
Why have the mobile billboard?
Do you want to like stash it somewhere, like park it in the woods or something?
Yeah, that was kind of my plan.
And for what it's worth, when we do breakfast, I let everybody know what I saw last night. Weirdest thing, guys. Portal opened. What looked like a dark behemoth.
I thought Mike made those up. Those are what, a real thing?
I mean, I was never the one buying the books, man.
Could barely afford the pizza fund.
You know where Henry's money goes.
If Henry was anything like, I remember gaming with you way back in the day, Alex, I'm assuming Henry just brought pizzas all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was like core to his. Yeah.
He would just show up with like, these are 3 rejected pizzas. Bam.
Yeah. Rejected. Wink. Oh, there's too much pepperoni on this one. I had to turn it back.
So, Jacob, you're pretty sure Mike threw in the dark behemoths because he had just gotten Psyscape before you guys fought John Villain.
Oh, boy.
But it ran into the ruins, right?
Yeah, it ran into the ruins.
So not
where
our
we're
problem.
going.
We're going to go under the ruins.
Hey, Bocephus. Can something the size of a van fit in the undergrid?
Yeah, sure. Why?
I turned back to you.
Okay, you're right.
I am itching to move. I am itching to get out there. I am like doing that cat pacing thing that large cats will do when they're getting agitated and impatient.
Your back's twitching a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Torben, you could tell, agrees with Mr. Cat. He's ready. He looks at the sun. We should get moving.
Oh, yeah. We were leaving early, right?
Yep.
I pop as many remaining cooked potatoes into my side pockets, and I'm ready to go.
Riley
Okay.
pops 2 cartons of cigarettes into the sling bag he's carrying, along with his usual paraphernalia, plus the entire box of bullets.
Oh, okay. You guys set out, climb the hill, you get a morning view of old Detroit, and then angle towards the Thorn Crown, where you will, if Dromedary and Torben, keep wanting to call him Erasmus for some reason, but that's the techno wizard who's not here, are correct, will be a path down to the broken grid. And you pick your way. Occasionally you'll see chunks of old road sticking up out of the grass. This is not a full forest, but there are trees here and there. You see the remains of what must have been large concrete buildings that are just down to foundation, and hills and odd places that you're pretty sure are probably just piles of debris that have been reclaimed by nature. And as you get into the Thorn Crown, you can definitely tell it's this cluster of crumbled cathedrals and once grandiose buildings tangled in vines. And when you're this close, you can see there's bones and dark iconography amidst the greenery. NPC, what specifically other than magic can Mr. Cat smell?
Thank you for reminding me, because I was thinking about this earlier. So the things that I can find, I can sense supernatural beings. I can sense psychic and magic energy. I can also judge location and distances of sounds. I can recognize prey by sound. And then I can also do tracking of supernatural all that stuff by smell. And it varies whether or not it's latent or active. Now, what you reminded me of was that, I totally forgot to say this earlier, but my intention was pretty much from the moment we started this journey to just kind of keep paying attention to that sense, keep it open, smelling and listening into the environment to see if I feel any of those pings, as opposed to just doing it like on a reflex or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, quick note. I am grabbing the the blue flame lantern.
Good idea. As you guys move into this Thorn crowd, Mr. Cat can smell magic and the supernatural just kind of ambient in the air, most strongly around structures that are still standing. There's not a ton of them, but there's this one grandiose cathedral that you know for certain there are supernatural evil creatures within. You can just smell them. The smell wafting out is noxious and almost as bad as when you fought the Iron Zombie, but of a different flavor, so to speak.
Any similarity to the spider demon?
No.
Okay. My tail twitches. Hair is standing up a little bit more on end, but we have a mission, so will not distract anyone with that. They don't.
And that's just because of his sensing the magic sniffing or supernatural.
Supernatural.
Sniffing. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no actual notable scent.
Troy would have a vague sense of rot and decay and mildew amidst the natural smells of vines and weeds, but
gotcha.
You wouldn't smell the same sort of thing that Mr. Cat is smelling.
Perfect. Thank you.
So Dromedary leads you through this tangle of ruined buildings and trees and debris on this. At first you think is he just leading us randomly? But eventually, no, you come to what looks like a subway entrance that's partially covered by fallen trees. You can see stairways leading down, those kind of square subway tiles on the walls and faded remains of old advertisements. Somebody says, yeah, this is one of the ones. And he's looking around really, really on edge, eyes wide. Yeah, let's go. Come on. The ghouls don't come down here for whatever reason. Maybe they know something we don't know. I don't know. And unless you guys have some reason not to, he will lead you down into the broken grid.
Nope. And as we are descending the steps into the darkness, I light the brass lantern.
Okay. So the lantern comes alive with this bright blue flame, and it is very useful illumination and not at all hot.
I experimentally try to light a cigarette off of it.
It does not work. So as you enter, Henry's radiation sensors start slowly going up, not spiking. You're not in Chernobyl, but the level of radiation below ground is definitely higher, significantly higher than above ground.
Okay, is that what we're calling Gorshkov now?
No, Chernobyl.
No, the radiation sensors are going off now. Because I assume it would be Gorshkov being like, "Hey, buddy."
Gotcha.
Oh no, you can see these on your HUD.
Okay.
Since the Cyrillic was translated to English, you can monitor those yourselves. Though Gorshkov does make a note of it.
Okay. All right, got it, Gorshky. All right, guys, we're getting a little irradiated here. Getting close.
How do you know that?
Little thing called clink clink.
How many Rontogen?
Gorshkov, how many? What Riley said.
So Gorshkov says, at least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah, we're fine. I've decommed worse.
Cool.
All right.
Drum says, his voice quiet. Yeah, so it'll be about, let's see, if we navigate, we're talking about 3 hours to where I found that jersey you guys are so up in arms about, and look, if we're quick and quiet, we can get there. You can do whatever you want to do. We can get out of here, get out of Detroit before nightfall. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
What about this queen lady? Is she going to meet us on the way and take her offering? Do we need to leave it in a mailbox or something? I just don't want to deal with her giving us any crap.
Yeah. You don't want to cross old RGJ.
So Erasmus says, I can take you to her court if you wish. And Dromedary says, if she don't know we're here.
How about we size up where he found Mike, and if there's anything that leads us to actually want that trouble, then we go look at that trouble.
That seems fair. Sure.
Okay.
Well, we're basically going to go there, search, come back this way maybe, and then camp in this place overnight in the radiation so that we can leave the following morning and not fight undead. Right? That's the plan.
Would be ideal, yeah.
Sweet. You just not say sweet with that much enthusiasm.
So you guys set out into the broken grid. It is irradiated, partially flooded in some areas, and there are some tunnels which you can tell are definitely old subway lines, and some that Dromedary leads you down are maintenance corridors, connecting lines. A couple of them are you can tell are definitely basements of office buildings, and there's in one you see old cubicles stacked in a corner, mop bucket. You see lots of definitely pre-riffs, quote unquote artifacts, but broken mops and rotted shirts. There's nothing of value as you move through most of it. You hear echoes from far away, occasional spikes on the radiation. Everyone make a save versus disease.
I do have a thing I want to be doing too.
If you have a cloak, if you have one of the apocalypse cloaks on, you get a +1 bonus to whatever bonuses you might have.
So
I did not succeed.
I
at
am
this.
lucky. I rolled a 14 with that +1. That is 15.
I'm going to double check. Under?
Over.
Over.
You want to roll high.
Okay. I did. I rolled high. I made it.
I'm sorry. Who failed and who passed?
Henry passed.
Passed.
Fail.
As is appropriate for a chain smoker, for some reason I passed by rolling a 20.
There you go. There you go.
It's 8 o'clock. You got some heroism left?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got heroism.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna spend a heroism reroll that because that was a nat 1.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that's so much better. That becomes a total of 16.
And nobody wants to see Mr. Cat when his hair starts falling out.
That's not a good luck.
Or needing to vomit.
Oh, so I did pass.
We've seen Mr. Cat.
You guys are
Terrible.
fine. But you are taking some significant rads as you move through.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you have these handy dandy cloaks.
This is going to...
and eventually... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm pointing this out now so you won't call me out later. As we're walking, Troy is absolutely making sure that Bronson is drinking water constantly. Because I want him peeing everywhere so we can find our way back by smell.
Very smart. How's Bronson faring? Just made me worry about
I feel
Bronson.
okay.
He has no idea.
I don't give a shit about Torben. How's Bronson doing?
Bronson's got he's got a green cloak, right?
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Perfect.
So that helps.
I mean, if you gave him one, he's going to wear it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then we should also be taking a look at Drum and Torben. Are they holding in there?
Drum seems fine. Torben is sweating, but he says he's okay.
He's also got a cloak.
If it starts hitting us hard enough that we notice it that quickly, it's bad.
Riley takes a drag and goes, it's only the equivalent of about 3 chest x-rays simultaneously.
That's not bad. That doesn't sound bad.
I mean, there is a small difference rather than in a fraction of a second, we're going to be standing it for hours. But,
I mean,
there's a slight difference.
we can
But,
trust Riley
it'll
with
be
health
fine.
advice, right? Right.
So eventually you take a side passage off one of the subway lines. You get to a chamber that was definitely at some point an electrical room. Riley can just tell, even though the door is gone and all the tech has been ripped out. The floor is the classic, I think of it as elementary school hallway tile. And there's a huge hole in the middle of the floor that's clearly been smashed open. Rebar is exposed to the concrete. And as you angle the lights of the blue lantern, below, probably 15 feet down, is this huge pile of detritus floating on a pool of dirty, murky water. And Drum says, so see, when a river gets high, parts of the lower grid, and he points through the hole down there, can flood, which can drive things up here, which is not good. Don't be here when that happens. But some parts, like I guess that place down there, are always waterlogged. And, that shirt you guys are so worried about, the one that Bronson is definitely wearing, the Bengals jersey, I fished out that. And so you guys can see, this trash and things floating on the surface of this water.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the jersey being sterile.
What would you like to do?
Henry turns to Bronson. Bronson, buddy, you smelling anything? I guess same question, Mr. Cat. Smell Mike anywhere?
Well, I don't have a smell Mike skill.
Perception.
Bronson leans down and starts. Let me see. Yeah, I think probably. But I mean, if you have tracking though.
Oh, I do. No. yeah, definitely no.
The smell of fish, dead fish, and river water.
A little bit of 200-year-old sewage.
Refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, strangely enough, it even though you have been in obvious subway lines and sewer lines, it doesn't smell to you like a modern city. You can definitely tell it has been abandoned for a very long time. Though, you have passed by human-like sense on the way here. It's not to the level that you would have expected.
Okay.
And Bronson says, I don't smell him. I should jump down there.
Oh, boy. Putting a hand on Bronson's shoulder. Before you do that, buddy, let's see if we see any other stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to see any signs that might stand out as it was 1996, right? Yeah. 96-ish other debris. It doesn't quite fit the surrounding.
You can roll your perception.
Man, I don't smell a hint of Axe body spray. I don't think he's been here.
Oh, man.
I mean, he just floated downstream, though. Is this water down below flowing?
It is not. It looks somewhat stagnant.
Okay.
At the moment. Yeah.
I would say that someone should jump in. I'm not going to. And I certainly don't think the cyborg should.
Probably not.
I think, however, jumping in there would be a pretty crazy idea.
Henry rolled a 19.
You're looking for things from that you would recognize?
Yeah, anything 1996-ish that just is standing out from this general post-apocalyptic refuse.
Like some Jordans or some jams.
Yeah, a receipt for pizza. What was it? Pizza Palace? Yeah.
You see two things that could be from the 90s. You see a coffee mug and you see a pile of CD cases.
I retrieve both of them.
Okay, so remember, it is about 10 to 15 feet down. How are you retrieving?
All right, so coffee mug, definitely have that in mind. Extending my vibroblade, dip that into the goo, kind of hook it into the, whatever you call the handle of the coffee mug, pull that out, try and not get much goo on my my body.
Let's just say it's 12 feet below you.
Yeah, you can reach it.
So you're gonna lean down.
Listen,
I mean, you're tall, but you're not that
you
tall.
lean down.
Yeah.
I'll hold your other hand as an anchor. You can lean down and grab it.
Sounds like a plan.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. All right. Dipping.
No, I'm stopping this. I am a cat, but I'm also an extremely intelligent cat. And I see the flaw in this problem. Because for one, I'm terrified of getting into water. But I also recognize how much that cyborg weighs. Meaning, Troy's not going to hold that cyborg up.
I got you,
No,
man.
he doesn't.
We've done
No.
this before.
I suggest you swap places.
All right, Mr. Cat. As per usual, when you're right, you're right.
Alternate idea that might be more successful. You got a grappling hook there, buddy.
Oh yeah, can you just grapple it?
It's a coffee mug.
Just
No, grapple the wall while you're reaching for it.
Listen, I would trust me more than these walls, but you do you.
Oh, hold on, guys. Let me get that chunk. All right, no. Riley, when you're right, you're right. So Henry turns around, shoots his grappling. Yeah, my grapnel launcher. Chunk, and then use that as a way to keep myself from falling in. It's my arm. That's going to get like my arm and some of my chest in for that.
You're like 2,000 pounds. Or I don't know. You're ridiculously heavy. You don't need to be going in the water.
Okay.
I think Sean was trying to fuck with you.
No, he's got rocket boosters. He could.
I mean, actually, I technically absolutely could drown
like a stone.
Yeah.
Perhaps the super limber climbs all over everything, can leap like 60 feet. I don't know. Perhaps the crazy should do
You're
it.
throwing rude things out now.
I have to die
I'm
for
just
my
trying
friends.
to make sense over here.
No, this is probably a good plan. So, guys, I can see that there is a coffee mug down there, and it looks like some CD cases. Is that shit, I can't remember a good Soundgarden title.
Super unknown.
Thank you.
Grab the CD cases, man. Coffee mug's probably going to say Duncan's, and I'm going to make you throw it back.
I was looking forward to figuring out what the coffee mug said. World's best GM.
Okay, so who's going in the hole?
He's going to anchor himself to the wall. Henry's going to anchor himself to the wall.
And then the crazy's going down, right? Right? Because it's a pretty crazy idea.
He's not in a position to argue with Mr. Cat. So fine, listen, fine.
Push.
You anchor to the wall, then you lower me down. That's cool. That's cool.
For sure, bud.
All right, man. All right.
Riley's just smoking and shaking his head.
Here, just hold on to my peg leg. I'll go down head first.
Maybe your real leg in case your peg pops off. Yeah.
We're going to try and recover this stuff using this weird technique.
For no particular reason, Riley draws his firearm.
Good one. Henry fires his grappling hook into the wall and smashes into the concrete, secures itself. He lowers himself down. So Henry is hanging by his grappling hook and presumably bracing himself with his feet through this hole. And then he is lowering Troy down by his one good leg.
Yeah.
Pull things from this pile of floating detritus.
Correct.
This is correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so John, you are hanging about a foot above this water, which is black and turgid and smells disgusting. There's all sorts of stuff floating on the surface. You can reach lots of things that you don't recognize, including some that are just obviously trash, like scrap pieces of wood, some kind of river weed, and the coffee mug or the CDs.
Okay. Well, as a side note, I will break my nose on the way down because I would rather smell my own blood and taste it in my mouth than what's coming up from this.
That rules.
I have super good sense of smell. It's bad. I definitely he breaks his nose on the way down. So he just smells coppery blood.
Take 1 hit point of damage.
I fucking regenerate. Yes, I take a point of damage. I don't regenerate it because I need to not. But yes, I think the CDs are more promising. We all know what Mike liked to listen to. If this was his stuff, then that's good. And I am worried it's going to be
I think
world's best GM or something.
you have SDC, right?
I do. I have SDC.
Yeah. So I think a broken nose is probably just 1 SDC and not 1 hit point.
I mean, I got a bunch of hit points too. I'm fine with whatever.
Not that it matters, but okay. So you go for the CDs?
Yeah.
So the first one you pull up says Doom mods on it.
Okay.
More like Doom wads.
You don't particularly remember Mike playing a lot of Doom?
Yep, I dropped that one back in the water.
Games? The next one is a Pearl Jam album. A few are classic hits from the 1950s.
I mean, I pop it open. Does the CD in it still look relatively good?
You pop it open and it's a rewritable CD full of porn.
It does exactly.
Mike's personal collection.
I'll bring up a few of them.
Well,
just the fact that they're from our age and they're still in decent condition is promising.
It's pretty damning in terms
now, hold
of
on.
evidence.
Jacob does bring up an important point. If you pop any open, especially the ones from the 50s, they are clearly burned CDs. They are not from the album of whatever it was, except for the Pearl Jam. That one's real.
Then they have handwriting on them. Does it look like Mike's shitty handwriting?
It does.
Fuck.
They're porn titles.
They're porn time.
They are adult films, yeah.
Saving rights.
Well, I
Except
take
for the Doom mods. That one says Doom mods. But that is not in Mike's handwriting.
I take Bang Bus 36, and I think that's evidence enough. And I say, pull me back up.
Okay, roll your perception.
Would any of my heightened senses affect this roll at all?
Absolutely. You know what? You can have advantage because you have heightened sense.
Got a perception bonus of 0.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20. Thank you, advantage. So first one was a 5, but with the advantage, got a nat 20.
So you see, like you're about to be pulled up and you see a book floating. And it's not one you've seen before, but it definitely has like some artwork. And then you see on the front of it, it says Riffs, Dark Conversions.
Is that close enough that I can reach it?
You could definitely reach it, yeah.
Okay, then I'll grab it. That seems
Yeah.
important.
This is not a Riffs book
dark
that your character would be at all familiar with. but-
conversions.
Yeah, you've never seen it, but it says Riffs, and it
Yeah.
looks like Palladium artwork up front.
Snag it. That's a clue.
Yeah, you pull it out of the water, and underneath it is like this orange ball. You take a moment, you're like, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. And then it blinks.
Wait, the book blinks?
And I'll show you a picture of what you see. No, the ball seems to blink like a giant eyeball.
It is a Star Wars trash compactor monster. Oh wow!
Except,
Oh fuck!
and then you
Oh.
see the outline of this thing with tentacles and more eyes that open and clearly machine parts. And you realize combat has started while you're hanging upside down a foot above a giant
That's
pile
cool.
of
You
turgid water.
cliffhangering SOB.
I just want to get up and get Gorshkov to load that CD just to see him react to Bang Bus 36.
No, I thought you were gonna be like having Gorshkov pop in some Pearl Jam as our battle hymn.
Even ho, gonna roll
So, I don't know.
initiative.
Just for the audience's sake, I don't purposefully try to put Troy in these situations.
No, Mr. Cat does. I am going to consider this a
Yeah.
dramatic change of situation and roll my insanity again. Because now would be a bad time to be depressed.
I would.
Balanced.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll initiative just to kind of get a feel for where things are. Jacob, Mr. Cat roll normally. Henry and Troy roll with disadvantage. And the monster, the Broken Grid Cyborg Horror, is going to roll with advantage.
I'm gonna be honest. This 8, which doesn't include the disadvantage, sounds appropriate.
And you don't have any bonus for your initiative under the fight tab?
Probably not enough to counteract the disadvantage, but let's find out.
Everybody knows what I mean when I say advantage, right?
Roll twice, take the better. Disadvantage, roll
Yeah.
twice, take the worst. When he says
Yep.
disadvantage, you
Oh.
roll twice and take the worst of the two.
Oh, okay, so 8 still.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah.
whatever you got from your initiative, which is on the fight page if you're not on that page. I think it's...
0. Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm surprised. You're still going faster than me.
I don't react fast, but I react.
Make it count when you do. Yes.
Go ahead. Jacob, what's your initiative?
My initiative is a bangin' 12.
Oh, that's not bad. Mr. Cat?
Mine is a nat 20 with my bonus for a total of 24.
Cat-like reflexes.
Wow.
And
That's good to
Henry?
me.
Think you were at 8, Henry?
Mm-hmm. 8.
Troy.
5. This is a bad time to get a 5, I'll be honest.
Perfect. Mr. Cat goes first, and Mr. Cat, all he really knows is he vaguely sees something move in the water, and he sees Troy and Henry just freeze.
Would this ping on my senses?
Oh. I just
It would
assumed
not
it's a
ping.
robot.
No, it wouldn't. It's not supernaturally
Okay.
evil.
Well, is it supernatural at all? Is the question. Doesn't have to be
No,
evil for it.
not at
Okay,
all.
got it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not supernatural or magic.
Looks
Looks pretty cool, to be honest.
It's horrific and monstrous, but
all I know is that they freeze. If I like lean over and look down, do I see anything?
you see a bunch of vaguely eye-like orange orbs in the water.
Shit, I'm gonna grab Troy's legs and pull, or Henry's legs. Sorry.
Like, what are you doing? A
Grabbing-
fishbone to me? Jesus.
So I'm gonna grab Henry's legs to pull Henry up. So Henry holds on to Troy and pull Troy up. And we're gonna get some Three Stooges action up in here.
Oh my god.
Okay, what is your strength?
My strength is a modest 36.
Augmented?
Normal. My max carry weight, just for carrying, is 731 pounds.
Okay.
I suspect Henry weighs more than
2K
Yeah,
ish.
but you're not lifting
think-
him. You're just yanking him back a little
that's
bit.
just the carry. I believe the lift is 2 or 3 times that. Like the stand in place.
that. Well,
I could reference that real
Because
quick.
it never.
The book right here.
that sounds right. I haven't read those rules in a while, but
The
I
encumbrance
do know
rules
that the drag is way higher than the carry.
Yeah, this is really just dragging.
Yeah, so I'm going to say if that's your turn, you can just drag, you can pull Henry up
Yeah.
essentially. I'm not going to say you're not going to be able to pull him fully up because a round is a
Yeah.
very short period of time.
And I just
Or
looked
a
up
single action.
the max lift for a non-supernatural character is ×2. Yeah, so it's
So you could lift 1,400.
1,462 pounds.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
Troy, how much do you weigh?
Oh, $150.
Okay, you might use Henry as a jungle gym and pull Troy.
He pulled you up. He's
right,
he's
I'll
tugging
take-
you back. Tugging
I'll
you
take it.
back.
Yeah.
Just don't let go of me. I'm coming
Well,
too.
Slowly pulling you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's slowly pulling Henry back.
Okay.
Riley is actually next.
Riley is going to do something incredibly stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
Were you feeling left out when you saw how incredibly stupid we were being? You're like, I got to get in on this.
There's a mug and some CDs in that filth.
Maybe you could grab my leg and pull me.
Yeah. No. I am actually going to find my power tab. Find my goddamn. There we go. And dump a electric arc into the water.
Ooh.
Huh.
Okay.
Using my handy dandy revolver as the weapon focus effect to channel it through.
Yeah. So shooting electricity into water, we'll say that does double damage.
Ooh, 46 MDC. I like that a lot. Do I need to roll to hit? Since I'm trying to vaguely target it, but I'm shooting it into the water, so.
I mean, theoretically, you could accidentally hit a wall or Troy. So, yes.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Man, you're going to ruin all those remaining porn CDs. What the
Cocked.
fuck is that?
All right. Ooh. Okay.
13 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. Oh, man, I almost forgot something. 13 points of damage. Good. Everyone make a save versus horror factor.
Well, that seems
All
rude.
right.
I know. I hate me for requiring it.
I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice you.
You lying.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
not
have
so bad.
save versus. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I got an 18 total. The bonus.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right, 15. After burning a hero.
You're fine.
19. So after burning the hero, you're like,
All right.
hey, man, it's getting close.
I'm guilty.
Yep.
22.
Jacob? Well, you guys are fine. You're getting used to the many monstrosities of Rift's Earth. So Riley fires a lightning bolt, essentially, into this pool of water. it ripples across. There's this metallic screeching. The tentacles start writhing. Like, have you ever seen fish caught in a net as they're brought towards the surface? All these tentacles come up out. This thing pushes up.
I've seen octopuses in a net being pulled to the surface. It's terrifying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is similar. Henry, you go on 8. It's your turn, but it is also the Broken Grid Cybernetic Horror's turn. You guys go simultaneously. What are you doing? You are being pulled up by Mr. Cat.
Mm-hmm. However, this would work, the simultaneous idea of retracting my grappling, winching myself back while also simultaneously with my other arm pulling Troy out the filth.
If you were standing, it would actually look pretty cool. Like you'd be doing one of those muscle poses.
Right. In my head, it's like I'm like this. Like,
Yeah.
Where can I find the carrying capacity?
Again, visual bits on
You're
a podcast.
strong enough. I would say you could manipulate Troy in whatever way you wanted.
Damn right.
You've been doing that for a long time, buddy.
Like, you won't be able to get out of the way before it can attack you, for sure. But you could be moving yourself out as well.
My concern is with Troy, so I want to remove him from danger. I feel like he is in more danger than I am, so that's my priority.
Yeah, I would say you can spend an action essentially just to heave Troy out of danger.
An action is spent heaving Troy out of danger.
Could you like throw him?
Okay.
Like a little bit of...
Yeah. Yeah, I assume that's what he was doing.
Yeah, tossing you over my shoulder back onto dry land.
I like it.
That's what I would
So
like
that
to
means when the thing surges out of the water, its tentacles wrap around Henry, lashing around his cybernetic body. And it is going to make a power tentacle attack. And that is going to hit on a 17. Are you going to try to parry or dodge? I'm going to say you can't dodge.
I honestly was going to suggest
wait.
I couldn't either.
Wait, are you being attacked or am I being attacked?
I'm being attacked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't feel
Yeah.
like in my current position that would be appropriate. So,
I think you could parry.
Here's an idea. Can I dodge for him, even if, like with a penalty, or make it a disadvantage as I kind of roll him over,
Jerk him out of the way.
swing him to one side?
I think he's just too heavy to be moved that agilely.
That's fair.
He's
Okay.
2 tons. But you could attempt to parry it if you wish.
all right. I mean, who am I to argue with mechanics?
And parry's free.
There we go. That's a D20.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you just freed up an arm by throwing Troy.
It's true. Just as true as this 6 I rolled.
Yeah. No.
So we see Henry hurl Troy up through the hole. Troy goes up and nimbly lands on his feet because he's a crazy.
Yep.
But before Henry can refocus himself to defend himself, tentacles slam into him and wrap around him. You are going to take, and this will be to your torso. Oh, hold on, die. Don't get too excited. 13 points of mega damage to your torso.
All right.
And you are restrained, and these tentacles begin compressing. So that is another 20 points of damage. You guys can hear Henry's metal body starting to crack, and you need to make an opposed strength check.
Sorry.
And you can...
He is still anchored to the
Good.
wall and the cat.
You said 20 on top of the 13?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's going to get advantage to get not dragged down into the murk. It's going to try to drag you down. You can make an opposed strength check. And actually, I'm going to let Mr. Cat roll his as well.
Nice.
So what
So
is
you'll
this
both
roll?
have to fail for Henry to get pulled in.
Got it. What is the roll? It's a
Strength, yeah?
Strength.
How do work?
Physical strength.
Just roll and add your physical strength.
Well, you just... Yeah, well, so one thing you can do... So a D20, essentially one number on a D20 is 5%. So you can just times your strength by 5.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
roll percentiles.
That works. So whatever your strength is, multiply it times 5, roll percentile. There's
What's your
essentially
strength
we're
currently?
both rolling And the only way we can fail is if both of us roll a 99 or 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it's essentially if it rolls better than you.
Yeah. You want to get as lowest roll as possible.
That's a 71 from Henry.
And a 33 from me.
I rolled a 41. So you guys, managed to maintain Henry's position as it is trying to drag him down.
Okay.
And it is Troy's turn. You just landed on your feet above ground. Tentacles are wrapped around Henry. This monster's trying to drag him down. Mr. Cat's pulling on Henry's legs. There's this straining as something is strong enough to actually crumple Henry's mega damaged body.
So I am going to stride back towards them, catching the blade that I just dropped on the ground up here with my foot, kicking the blade up into my hands, and I'm going to do a called shot for the tentacles with the massive sword. I imagine that's probably
nice.
2 to 3 actions, but I definitely did not have the giant two-handed sword in my hands.
There's a tech question there. Do you have to make a called shot against the only visible body part?
Or is it just...
I will say no.
If it will increase my chance of severing them or causing them to break free, I would still do a called shot. If that makes sense.
In this particular case, I don't think you have to do a called shot.
Okay.
If you were facing the full creature and the tentacles were just willy-nilly.
Gotcha. Okay. My strike bonus is not bad. And I need to transcribe that. Do you have the sword extra bonuses for the sword handy?
That sword? No.
They're in the chat.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Heroism.
I can get them for you.
if he doesn't dodge or parry, which he probably won't, then it's an 11 plus whatever the sword gives me. I think the sword.
Yeah, I mean, he can't see you as you run in, so essentially he's not going to have any chance.
So an 11 will hit, and I think it's 4d6. But we're
You're
saying,
correct, sir.
And we're saying with the current system, I will roll that, and then it will add my regular damage bonus for my PS.
I believe so.
That's correct.
Times 2 if it's robotic, times 3 if it's supernatural.
But I'm neither of those.
Yep. Nope.
I'm just augmented. Okay, well, that's
So it's
fine.
yeah,
I'm
it's just
comfortable with
flat.
that. So that's gonna be 5, 11, 14 plus 19, 33. 33 MDC.
Wow.
Plus, it also would drain PPE and ISP if it has them, but I doubt it does. So I can roll that if you want, though. So full on two-handed. Oh, you say
It's like a spin attack, man.
it was
chopping shit up.
So your total damage was how much? 33?
33. Being able to add 19 to it did help.
Yeah. Troy charges in, spinning, sweeps this huge executioner sword, slashes through these tentacles. Black blood spews out all over Henry and Mr. Cat. The thing screeches. The tentacles are yanked back down to the hull. It pushes its bulk up. There's just this horrible warbling, screeching sound. The tentacles are thrashing. Blood is spraying everywhere. Bronson's going, "Oh no, Mr. Cat! What do we do?" Drom is running. Torben is holding over his ears, and it is Mr. Cat's turn.
I'm going to force myself to make a saving throw. I passed. I was giving myself a horror save versus being covered in that shit.
You're covered in disgusting ichor.
It is pretty gross.
Your poor coat.
I know, I'm a cat. Ah, it's gross. It's disgusting. Oh, I gotta lick it off. Ugh.
I'll be what Bronson's for.
You're going to let a dog lick you?
Bronson would get so sick licking him out. Because he's not going to lick it and spit it out. He's just going to
God.
swallow it.
There, we just started the fan fiction. Thanks, guys. Okay. Anyway,
You heard it here first, folks. We're shipping Mr. Cat and Bronson.
dear God. So what am I doing is I'm going to continue doing what I was doing, which is pulling Henry.
Okay. I'm going to say you pull Henry completely out of the broken hole in the floor. The two of you like collapse back in a pile of metal and stained fur. His grappling hook to the walls slack. Henry's covered in like sucker marks from where the tentacles wrapped around him and crushed his armor. And it is Riley's turn.
Riley's going to pump another electrical arc into this SOB.
Okay.
That'd be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
8 mega damage. All the while screaming,
the-
die, you fucking octopode fuck.
Yeah, the energy arcs over the water and through it. You can see it's racing around it, scorching it. This noxious smell of seared flesh and burning wires, like melted plastic, is coming up through the hole. It is Henry's turn and the monster's turn, but I'm not going to tell you what it's going to do. Alex, what is Henry going to do? You're laying there on your back. Riley is firing his electricity gun, whatever that is, down into the hole. You can hear the beast screeching and screaming.
I mean, I'd love to stand up and start blasting my, arm cannon, as it were. But, that was a big experience. That was pretty traumatic, and a lot happened here. So,
Sure.
Again, forgive me for my lack of knowledge of the system. Is there a way for me to do a defensive action where I'm like, all right, let me get up and be ready if that thing pops out, but I'm not quite.
Simultaneous action is what we brought up last time. You can
Right.
say, if he takes an action, I'm going to go at the same time. But you're already simultaneously in him, so I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When I asked about already, that was what was brought up last time. That's why I remember.
I mean, if I'm the ultimate badass, I stand up immediately, no repercussions, and fire my Wilkes Remy 147 sharpshooter rifle with 3d6 MDC damage into the water. Hopefully I roll right.
Yeah.
You just need a 4 high.
If you want to go defensive, I'd say you would have advantage on any parry or dodge if it attacks you.
Yeah, or Troy at the very least, because you're still kind of behind me, right?
Well, I'll probably beside you now because I had to run up to Choppy Chop. You ain't
Can I do a defense? Yeah, let's do a prepared move if that attacks any of my comrades, if that's all right.
Yeah. You set yourself ready to cover them. There's on your heads-up display, there's all sorts of red warning lights going off. And worryingly, Gorshkov is not talking.
Oh, shit. He's fucking concentrating.
Well, he's probably in
And
your
right
torso.
now-
He just got the shit squished out.
Troy and Riley are looking down the hole. You see this thing just like lunge away down into the darkness, trying to get away. And it is Troy's turn.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay, cool. I turn back and pick up the book. If it's fleeing, that's good enough in Troy's mind. I'm not going in there after it, guys.
Quiet settles in the room. The water, which was roiling, begins to settle, and it seems like it has fled.
Let's get out of here in case it's going for reinforcements.
Let's not forget to pick up the totally worth it loot.
I pick up the CD. I pick up the book. I say, see if Gorshkiv can process this. I hand you the CD. It's a DVD. It's burned.
There's a couple of different things. Your Doom mods, your Pearl Jam CD.
No, I didn't take those.
Oh,
You get one and one CD only.
fuck.
Actually, I give the CD to Bronson. I say, good job, buddy. We're on Mike's trail here.
Oh, thank you. I will wear it.
That's a great idea.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
He's going to
you
be
guys-
walking around with the fucking jersey and a CD, like a giant medallion on his
He's
neck.
getting
Oh, my God.
Reflective
He's
side, of
getting
course.
some 80s rappers vibes coming on at this point.
Very much. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to run a chain through it. Yeah. So you have Rift's Dark Conversions, the CD. You look around. Torben is there. That was, I've not run into whatever that was. And Dromedary is gone. And you can hear like the sounds of feet echoing down the corridor.
That's cool. As long as,
What would you guys like to do?
We need to get Bronson to chase him down so we're not stuck here.
no, we know our way out. Bronson marked a path for us.
Yeah, I don't want to lose Bronson to the wastelands. There's
Yeah.
that dark behemoth fucking around.
Fair. My vote is we get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Beat
Sounds
feet.
like a plan.
Though, admittedly, we came here looking for Mike. We found evidence that Mike was here.
Which we technically already knew.
More concrete evidence.
Yeah.
But are we just saying, oh, we knew he was here and now we can leave? Or we need to stay here?
Do we need to go back and lick our wounds or
I feel fine.
slime in some cases?
Because that might change our do we need to catch him or not.
Bronson should have some tracking abilities. I wonder if he can, like, now that he is here and with the CD that was just pulled out of the water, would he be able to maybe get more of a ping on something in the vicinity that could lead us? Like,
Yeah.
He smells the CD. He smells around. I'm sorry, Mr. Cat. Nothing around here smells like Mike except this. He smells the CD. Whoa, but I think that's off the jersey. and he looks at Troy smelling and that book.
I was about to ask, what's the published date on that book?
The publication date is 2002, I believe.
Cool.
2002.
2002. I paused to double check
December.
the index because if it's really bad, I know it's a legitimate risk book. It should be totally unuseful. Okay, that's notable.
The index at the back of the book?
Wherever they put it, probably in the middle. Just
Yeah. Okay.
no,
So
I
you
jest.
look
But
to the
yeah,
back of the
if
book.
it looks legit, I've seen risk books. It looks like a legit risk book from a year past when we came here. Correct? What was it? What
several
was it?
years.
does,
97.
yeah.
97. Okay.
Yeah, you look at the back, there's ads for Nightbane and Between the Shadows and Nightlands. And on the inside of the back cover, which is normally just white, there are, in Mike's, what you think of as Mike's handwriting, is a strange series of numbers written in black marker, dozens and dozens of numbers.
I said, let him go. Let Drom go. Let's find someplace safe, set up camp here, look over this book before we leave. That's my vote. Riley, you usually have an opinion. You haven't said nothing.
I'm letting you do this one.
Oof. Famous last word.
I'm going to sniff Riley to make sure it's really him.
Stiff who?
Right. Riley just said he's going to let Troy take the lead. I'm going to sniff Riley to make sure it's really Riley.
It's a doppelganger. No.
Riley looks at you, and as if the stench off of him didn't give it away, Riley, just his look alone, given that the man has like no filter, is like, whatever we do is fucking stupid. Fuck it.
Okay.
So you guys have recovered a Rift's book, Rift's Dark Conversions. So if you have a physical copy of that book in real life, you can refer to it at any point in the game while we're playing.
Whoa.
What if we don't have a physical book, but a digital copy?
Ooh.
Well, I believe you know how to get to Palladium online. Palladium.com. No,
God.
you can record. PDF is fine.
Yeah.
PDF.
Okay, cool. Because I have
Hey, we'll
one of those.
I got a printer at my house.
And 200 sheets of loose leaf.
A nickel a
We
copy.
can 1997 this.
We'll be in the grocery store lobby for a while.
That's right. Yeah. There you go.
You just reminded me that I printed fan fiction in the past. What a fucking waste of paper.
I printed the Mage books from World of Darkness Mage. Troy is smart enough to know that he's not smart, so he will hand the book off to Riley. Yeah. And kind of point out, it looks like Mike's handwriting. I can't tell for sure, but dude, it's got to be connected. Can't be a coincidence.
Riley's going to take a good hard look at those numbers that Mike scrawled on it.
It looks like Mike's handwriting.
Do you have like the math skill? Can you use?
Does it look like a telephone number?
No, there's way too many numbers to be a telephone number.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Coordinates?
What if he was just like that guy in that movie who was writing out all the numbers of pi?
That's what it is. That's what he was writing. Yeah. You guys don't know exactly what it is right now. So,
Okay, cool.
Are you going to try to exfiltrate the broken grid?
I think we stay here. I think we stay here. Our original plan was to stay a night here. We move away from here. We stay the night. If we spend one night looking through this book. If there's something else we need here, we can get it before we go.
Riley just looks at you, takes out his cigarette, which is only half smoked, tosses it in the pool of the water the thing was in, pulls out a fresh cigarette and lights it. That's the first time you've ever seen Riley waste half a cigarette.
If we're going to stay overnight, we should at least return to the entrance. I feel that it would give us more options. I do not wish to remain next to the stinking pool
not
of
next
monster.
to the pool. Close to the entrance, far enough to not tempt the ghouls to break their moratorium on coming in.
Gorshkov, do you got some sort of handle on the chronology of the hour of the day? What time is it?
Yes. It is 1 p.m.
All right. We got a bit to wait, but I'm still down.
You know, he entirely gives you the time in Moscow time. No, he's like,
I thought about doing that, but
either way,
I thought that would be too cruel.
Taking his word for it. Gorshkov would never be untrue to me. Tell me a half truth.
Okay, so you guys are going to move back through the broken grid near to the entrance?
Near to the entrance, set up camp, study the book.
I think that's a solid plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys leave this room with the hole in the floor to the pool, and you go just out of the maintenance corridor to one of the main subway lines, the trunks that you've been following. And soon enough, your blue light illuminates figures standing in the darkness. A half dozen. And the best way to describe it is filthy, hunched, hairy humanoids with huge incisors, cybernetic parts, cyber rat men, basically.
Skaven.
Hunched in the darkness, watching you, and one of them holding up Dromedary by 1 foot. Trespassing in Jala's domain. We found your little spy. One of them points at you. Now you have to answer to Ruscut. You hear Torben mutter, "Oh, I was afraid of this." And we will end there. Accosted by cyber ratmen.
So we run afoul of Rat Gut.
I saw that.
It was inevitable, but
Yeah. I didn't think we'd make it to the front.
I didn't write it down on my list of names for nothing.
There you go.
Well, that ruled.
That was fun.
I did not expect combat this
I'm
session.
glad we did not have to fight all of that thing because it was dishing out a lot of damage real quick.
Well, so were you.
Henry's fine.
Henry's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, Henry's
Except
fine.
for he's the only one who doesn't heal.
Well, you dealt just about the same amount of damage to that creature as it did to my torso. Like, that was a lot.
It's a giant evil two-handed sword, so that helps.
Yeah.
It did take a fair amount of damage. That is certainly true. Riley did a lot of damage as well. So
yeah, the lightning shots into the water. Yeah, that was smart.
That was badass.
That's good.
How sustainable is shooting that for? Like, I'm assuming you spend the ISP or PP or whatever to. Like, can you do that all day, kind of thing, or is it like?
No, I cannot do it all day, but I can do it far longer than you'd suspect.
Okay, cool.
It's one of the weirdly balanced spells as far as damage and effect to PPE.
To PP, yeah.
So, thoughts, folks?
A fantastic time as always.
Yeah.
My only regret is that I didn't find myself with enough time to finish the previous session's podcast before we started this. Because even though we got to the spider and I knew we ended with the spider, that fight was awesome.
I like the addition of fleshed out NPCs even when they're transitory.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea that we were only going to see the other three for a couple hours, in game time.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I didn't anticipate that they were going to immediately part off. So,
Well, as someone that's listened to the special secret podcast, it's great.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that one has pushed my expertise, my skills. There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
that battle is, I'm having fun with it. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm hoping that the final result is going to be even more awesome.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was fun even without any special effects. Not that I'm saying don't add them, because I definitely like them. So you guys get 250 XP.
Okay.
Though the real treasure is the friendship you made along the way.
And the porn CD.
That's that.
And the porn CD. Definitely.
It's porn CD from the 90s.
Yes. A ripped porn CD. It's not.
Yeah, so it's like at best like 480p.
Oh God.
Well, this is a lot of fun. Thanks again, Kyle.
Yeah.
This is the best Rift campaign I've ever run. Because when I read it the last time, I was, teenagers, so I was dumb.
It's the best one I've been involved in. It's also the only one. But, all right.
I don't remember the last time I played, so this is great for me.
So the best ever that you've been in as a player.
There's
You're
a lot
welcome.
of best by default coming out here. All right. Like, this is the best
You know
game
what?
of
I'll
Rifts
take
I've
it.
played in decades. I haven't played in decades. I'm just-
Kyle, this is the best
Works
game
for me.
I've ever played under you.
That's very true. Yeah, it's necessarily true, which is the best kind of truth.
we think we come up with all these all night. Yeah, this is great.
Highest ratio of cat
Well-
to dog interactions.
Yep.
Hopefully the listeners are enjoying it.
I just hear Mikey Mason playing the best game ever in the back of my head at the moment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of good feedback, and people are constantly chomping at the bit for more. So I think that's a good sign that we're doing something pretty awesome.
Excellent.
That rules. I
Right. Well, we
love how many voices there are in this game, not just from our GM, but across the board. Like, I really appreciate everybody, but especially our GM, because I fucking love Bronson.
Yeah. I have no idea where the Bronson voice comes from. I really don't know. It's not an old prospector, sadly.
Yeah,
It's my favorite voice.
I've listened now to almost all of the Bastard Quest things, and I don't think I've heard Bronson's voice there.
Ah.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I would like to say I did a lot of workshopping on it, but no, it was completely spur of the moment.
And see how it's kind of adjacent to something like, turkey feathers.
Yeah. I don't know. I just figured a talking dog who's never been able to talk and just suddenly was able to would be just exuberant all the time about everything.
It feels like a dog.
Even bad things. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Cat.
His first words were, "I will kill
It's
you,
time to
Mr. Cat." Yeah, let's go ahead and close this out. Listeners at home, thank you for giving this a shot. Thank you for sticking with it. And we hope to hear from you more in our Discord server. You should drop by, tell us what you think. And then you should also drop by the Bastard Quest Discord server and listen to theirs, because that's a podcast that Kyle does.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
going on for quite a while. I think we're roughly equivalent in episode numbers. If not, you might have even surpassed us by this point. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of them.
Yeah, so there's a good backlog there. If you haven't checked them out yet, you're going to be set for a while. By the way, I'm NPC.
I'm just Jacob.
I'm Alex.
And I'm still Sean.
And I'm Kyle. The best.
All right, folks. We'll catch you
Proven.
next time. Thanks for listening.
Starships, magic, mystic martial arts, romance. All of these can be found in A Cloak of Blades by Isaac Sher. You might have heard my name before. I've done a lot of voiceover work for Breakfast Puppies, and I've recently released my first novel. It's available on Amazon as an ebook and paperback, and you can get it for free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. I do hope you'll support my work as you're supporting Breakfast Puppies, and it's been a pleasure talking with you today. Have a good one.
You've been listening to The Glitterbois, a Palladium Books fan podcast. Glitterbois, Rifts, the Megaverse, and all other such topics are the property of Kevin Siembieda and Palladium Books. Please buy all their stuff and help keep them in print and making more games. You can order directly at palladiumbooks.com, and their entire catalog is available digitally at Drive-Thru RPG as well. Our opening music is 8-Bit Bass and Lead by Furby Guy from freesound.org. This closing music is Caravana by Philip Gross, available at freemusicarchive.org. All sound effects used are self-made or acquired via Creative Commons Zero license. If you like what you have heard, find us on Twitter and Facebook as The Glitterbois. That's BOIS. And check us out online at breakfastpuppies.com/glitterbois. And also join us on the Breakfast Puppies Network Discord at breakfastpuppies.com/discord. And if you want to help us out, please spread the word and help us build a community. Thanks again for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Much like the Amazonian removes her breast, I too will aim for effective podcasting.
And then next session, we're going to call it quits.
I think that's a wrap, guys. One thing I've always admired about Chris Christopherson is attention to detail.
I'm here for this.
Did you know he combed every single one of his hairs? Not together, individually. Yeah. He had 17 different kinds of hair grease.
17, you say?
17.
3 were illegal. 1 was made out of people.
Now, hey, wait a minute
Not
here.
good people.
Oh, well, then, okay.
Bad people. But it's highly illegal.